are doing a Maximal Fonts exercise from book 1, back to the basics. I know a lot of people have done these etudes before. Hopefully I do them a little bit differently. The whole point of Maximal Fonts is really getting the nitty-gritty details, working on the difference between all of the different accents and note lengths and articulations and all of that, and making sure that you can do them at every dynamic. Really paying attention to what's written on the music is what the biggest takeaway is from these exercises. So I'm going to start off with number 1, and I'm going to take it slow. I know, so boring. But I really want to listen and see if I can get all of those very nitty-gritty details. All right? So, 1, 2. So, a little bit of an exaggerated version. I noticed that immediately when I play the staccato notes, I want to get softer, and part of that I think is that's how I'm hearing it musically, like the phrase. But for the purposes of this, that's not what I want to do. I want to make sure that I can get accurate with what is written on the page and also be musical. So I want to see if I can do a little bit better. Alright. The other thing I noticed was I wasn't super happy with my accents, but I was very specifically trying to get the taper on them. So, you know, getting that nitty-gritty detail. What type of accent is it? Clearly, the first 3 notes have a regular accent where you play very loud at the beginning and taper off. I want that exact sound. Bell tones. 1, 2. Okay. I'm not sure if I was happy with that. Let me try it again. I want it to be a little louder too. 1, 2. Oh, see, now when I tried to do a louder staccato, the air wasn't quite right. So let me see if I can flutter tongue this again. 1, 2. Alright, ready? 1, 2. That was better. It's very, very specific style-wise. If I was to play this like a normal piece of music, it would sound a little bit smoother. This is probably how it would sound. So, to my ears, that sounds more musical, but it's not really what's written on the page. So I want to see if I can find a happy medium between that really exaggerated thing and what my ears hear musically. So that's what I would work on. All right, now we got to go into the piano section. So now we are challenging ourselves to get all of those little details at a much quieter dynamic. Alright, was I happy with that? I could have done a little bit more front on my accents and a little shorter on my staccatos. Okay, so now the next part is on that G. Those don't have any articulation, so that would be a little bit more legato than everything else that I'm playing. So I want to make sure I do that. So let me flutter tongue that. Hot mess. Airstream wasn't correct. Let's get it again. Better, but I'm really not happy with my descending arpeggio. You know, if I'm really picky with myself, I will notice frequently that descending stuff for me is harder than ascending. And that's really good to know because I just have to focus more. So part of it is that I'm not quite hearing it in my ears correctly, and the other part of it is you are lowering your jaw, and sometimes that kind of makes things want to relax a little too much. So I'm going to flutter tongue it. Now I'm going to slur it. Alright, can you hear how much cleaner that was? That's really, really important for me. Alright, then we're just going to finish up. Now this is mezzo forte, so we want to make sure that that is less loud than what I just played. So I actually I'm going to go back and play that louder because I wasn't quite using the right dynamic. Oh, and if I'm really, really picky with myself, I can hear different notes pop out louder than the other ones, and I don't want that. I want everything to be easy. I want everything to sound the same, like it's just easy. That's all I want. Alright. Fluttering again. Add a louder dynamic. Much better. Okay, I hope this was helpful. I want you all to try it. I want you to like and subscribe and comment. I want to know your entire experience with what I'm doing in this journey. Everything is linked below with the imslp link. If you haven't checked out my website, it's www.beatvn.com. And I am excited to keep going on this journey with you. See you next time.